In today's video, we're going to skip all the things that you probably already know and have heard when it comes to getting what you want in life. If you're like me who's super into personal development, you've probably heard of all the things about getting what you want in life. So usually it's advice like figure out what you want, be specific about what you want, journal about what you want, create a vision board, and then act as if. Instead, we're going to dive deep into the mindset side of it, because lately I've been realizing that getting what you want in life isn't about getting things or getting experiences. Instead, it's more so about the person that you become on your way there. So the things that you want in life and the experiences that you want. So as an inner compass in order to get the actual things that you truly want in life. Let me explain. In the last year or so, there was nothing more that I have wanted than to grow on YouTube. I would journal about, I'm going to build 100K subscribers. I'm going to build a community. I'm going to work with brands and have collaborations. And it just wasn't happening, or it's not happening until finally I wanted to give up. I've been having so much self-doubt that I wanted to give up. I would ask myself, is the reason that I'm not growing is because I'm not cut out for this? Maybe I'm not meant for YouTube, or maybe I'm not meant to do this. And I just had so much self-doubt that I was so discouraged to create YouTube videos until finally I decided to get some help. And it's been over a month since I got that help. And now I have a deeper understanding of why I haven't gotten the results that I want. And like I've said, this is where I'm understanding, and that you need to understand that getting what you want isn't about the thing that you want. Rather, it's about the person that you become on your way there. If you're watching this video, I will assume that you already know what you want in life, or you have some idea and you're just kind of having difficulty into manifesting it or for it to show up in your life. And if you do not know what you want or how to build a life that you want, I did make a video on this, so feel free to check that out and then come back into this video. But if you already know what you want and you just want that little boost or understand why you're not getting what you want, then keep on watching. So the first thing that you need to do is to define her or that person. If you are a guy, him, or that higher version of you. So once you figure out what you actually want in life and you know what you're asking for, you need to ask this very important question. Who do I need to become to get there? So for example, if your dream is to become a homeowner and you have listed all the things that you want in this home, you have imagined the bedrooms or how many bedrooms you have, what you'll do with the space, and what color your kitchen is and all that. And things aren't just happening for you. Maybe you haven't actually defined the person that you need to become in order to get that thing. So maybe when you think about your future home, you are more excited because you have more space to do things. You feel abundant because everything around you just looks so beautiful and so nice, and you can't believe that you have achieved this for yourself. So when you're defining this higher version of you, defining her or him, and think about how they would think about their life in that moment. Does she think that her life is beautiful? Does she feel grateful to be living in this beautiful home? What does she think of the life that she is living right now? And right now, that is probably not what you think. You probably think that you don't like your home, which is why you want a different home. And maybe you want to start creating content, but because you think that your home doesn't look like what you see on social media, then you feel that it's not good enough and you're not showing up in the way that you want to. You're basically acting from a place of lack. So now there's a clear gap. There is the person you are trying to become, and there is the person who is you, who doesn't believe in the same things that your higher version of you believes. But that's fine, because I think the first step is always awareness. Now that you know there's a clear gap, now you can figure out on how to kind of merge these two people, and that's what we're going to keep talking about. And I want to mention that it actually takes time to get there. You're essentially rewiring your brain or your thought pattern in order to think the same things that this person would believe, but you're not there yet, and that's fine. It takes time to get there. So in this process of defining her or the higher version of you, you need to be super clear about what this person is thinking and believing about herself, about her life, about the things that she wants to do. You can actually move slowly towards to become that person. And after defining the higher version of you and what she thinks, what she believes, what you think she does, the next thing is to really close the gap between that person and you as much as possible. This means that you need to be thinking, believing, and acting like your higher future self would. And this is where routines and habits actually come in place. Maybe you have tried different habits, routines, and they've never really worked with you in the past. And I really think that this is where a lot of people fail when it comes to creating habits and routines that work for them, is because they have this habits and routines that they're doing that their higher future self would, but then they haven't really embodied the person or the mindset and the beliefs and the identities of their their future version into their current self. And there's this big gap, and then that's why they fail. And I think that's all it is. It's not really about that you're lazy or you're not cut up for it or you're not good enough to do the things that you want, and that's why most people get into a rut. It's more so about trying to match that higher version of you and putting your current self now into their mindset. It's a little confusing, so let's go through an example. Let's say, for example, the future version of you is fit. That future version of you who is already fit have a different mindset. They have a different identity and they have a different self-concept when it comes to getting fit. Right now, you aren't them, but your goal is to be like them. That future version of you who is fit, they feel differently than what you're currently doing right now. And they're doing different things than what you are doing right now. So let's look at it more specifically. Your future self who is fit probably believes the following. She believes that health is the most important thing in her life. She believes that being healthy boosts her mood and creativity. She believes that food is fuel to her energy. To become successful in life, she prioritizes sleep, diet, and sleep because she believes that these are the three things that are key in order for her to be healthy and therefore achieve success in life. And because that's what she believes about herself and about her health, she probably feels the following. She feels excited to wake up, she feels grateful for things, she feels at peace, and she feels joy. And because she has those positive feelings, she does the following. She works out every day or most days. She eats healthy 80% of the time. She doesn't obsess about her weight because her goal is to fit and maintain her fit and healthy self rather than doing it for the looks. Doesn't this make so much more sense now? It's not really about the thing that you want, getting six-pack abs or getting a house or getting whatever it is that you want to get. It's more so about the person that you are becoming to get there. And for that to happen, you need to embody the beliefs, the thinking, the identity, what that future version of you would do, and kind of work backwards and put that into present self in order to get there. So your job today is to learn how that future version of you is thinking so that you can adopt the same mindset or same thinking and beliefs and therefore identity as that future version of you who's trying to manifest and who is already have the thing that you want. And once you believe whatever that future version of you already believes, that's when the magic starts to happen. You start acting like her, you start thinking like her, and most importantly, you start getting what you want in life. And this is the key to building a first-class lifestyle or building a life that you truly love, is that you becoming that version of you in the present moment. Once you do the work to start closing the gap between the person that you are right now to the person that you want to become, you'll start to notice things. You'll start to doubt yourself, you'll feel less confidence, and you might even go back to your old patterns. And I really think that this is all part of the process, because with this, there is the lesson of having unwavering faith and conviction in yourself. What I mean is that because this is such a hard journey, you need to almost equip yourself with the tool that you will need in order to overcoming the challenges that you'll get or on your way to the thing that you are trying to get or trying to manifest or trying to have. So what happens is that you're trying to become someone who does not have what you want in the present moment, but you're trying to imagine that you have that thing already, which is very hard. This is where the whole let's be delusional or be delusional trend comes from, is that you are learning to believe something or you're believing something that isn't there. The definition of being a delusional, and I know it sounds very negative and it has a very negative connotation, but you can reframe this in a positive way when it comes to manifesting or achieving what you want in life, is that you need to learn to have an unwavering faith in yourself and have the conviction that you are going to get what you want regardless of what's happening in the present moment. And that's the hard part. It was very hard for me to believe that I could get 100k subs in the present moment when I barely had 1k subscribers. It's so difficult to do that, right? But that is why the inner work is so important, because when you learn how to love yourself, how to increase your self-worth, your self-concept, your self-esteem, you learn that you are capable, that you are more than enough, that you have the skills and the resources and the capabilities. And once you start believing in yourself, then you have that conviction. You learn how to have that conviction that no matter what, you are going to be able to actually do the thing that you want and therefore get the thing that you truly want. So if you've been trying to manifest something or trying to get something and it's just not happening for you, look at what you currently believe right now. Look at your current identity. What is it about you right now that you believe that is blocking you or that is limiting you in order to actually actually move towards the goals that you want. If you are trying to get a 6-figure income, what is it that you believe right now that is not matching with that person who already has a 6-figure income? Maybe that person thinks that they feel so rich, they feel so abundant, they feel that they cannot believe that the money comes so easily and naturally flow them. Is that what you feel right now? Probably not. Work on learning how to feel that way, how to feel abundant, and how to feel peaceful in your current reality without evidence of the 6-figure income. In a nutshell, what we're trying to do here is to basically match the mindset of that person that already has something that you truly want. You're just trying to have the same mindset as that person. So you need to get into the head of that person that you already want or already has what you want and adopt that same mindset in the present moment. That is the key to building a life that you love, a first-class lifestyle, or having the thing that you want. And then from here, you can follow the stuff that you constantly watch online, such as create a vision board or journal about the things that you want, script. I don't do scripting. I don't know what that means. I'm not super into manifestation. I'm just in a very superficial level of this whole world, and I think I'm happy with that. But honestly, I really believe that this was the key or the missing piece that I have yet to see from other people or other YouTubers. And I've only learned to do this because I started working with a coach, and she has really made me understand this whole thing. Anyways, that is it. For the next year, this is our job. This is the work that we need to do. We need to have the same mindset as that person who already has what we want and have it in our current reality. Anyways, I hope that this video has resonated with you and that you be kind to yourself and you take it one day at a time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.